we are here once again with this motley crew traversing the lands of Ravenloft and witness to the curse of Strahd. How are you guys doing, witnesses?
Doing alright.
Yeah. That is a much happier face.
Not bad.
I'm sorry, that face is too happy. Can I get a real face? There we go. Can I get Lathander? If you believe in the holy Lathander, all should be well with you.
I love this pillow. It's so soft.
So, let's go ahead and do some intros. We're still missing one Snow Liger, but hopefully he shall be here shortly. I didn't hear anything saying he wouldn't be here, and I'd be very surprised if he did outright miss. So we'll go ahead and get started, especially since we have a hard stop time tonight, and we're going to lose E at one point. One thing I do want to point out, real quick while I have the opportunity, if you'll notice, while I'm speaking, that annoying clicking sound is gone. You may notice this thing right here in front of me. I have a new audio setup. I have a mixer. I have a $100 microphone. I have a pop filter. I'm the king of the world. My audio has leveled up substantially. But we'll see if these guys manage to survive to level up. So let's go ahead and start off. We have CakelessYoshi playing Ia, the Tiefling Warlock. We have MrBoombati, that's twitch.tv/MrBoombati, playing Scotty, the Aasimar Cleric. We have Merlin playing Gimpy, the Halfling Rogue. And we have OhioNavyDad, who just started streaming, so twitch.tv/OhioNavyDad, as Noah, the Human Monk. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's doing wonderful to get back.
It's a good Tuesday. It's a good Tuesday.
It's a good Tuesday. It's a good day. Today is a good day for D&D. And possibly for character death. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but it's a possibility. So this is going to be a little bit interesting for MrBoombati because he actually, we were not graced with his presence last time we played, and we're actually mid-combat. But we do have this lovely little parting gift that you left us with, and that is the fact that you were hallucinating. So what we will say is that you've been basically following the party.
Indeed, I've been deep in holy prayer to Lathander.
Something like that. More like
he
tripping
was
balls
guiding
and talking about pink elephants, but yeah.
He's been deep.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Right. And we'll say this is the point at which you snap out of it, actually.
Nothing wrong with going on a little holy, walkabout.
Well, okay. Sure. We'll go with that. That's what we'll call it.
Hershey-Mamela, brah.
All right,
walkabout.
So if I could get you to, please, sir, go ahead and roll initiative. But just
Don't forget to click yourself.
Oh, yes. Be sure you click yourself. Did you have a chance by chance?
I click myself all the time.
And that's why you roll ones.
Yep.
Our Jesus looks down upon such things.
I know if I could remember.
So we were in the middle of a fight. In case you... Well, let's do a recap real quick. So the party has actually mysteriously ended up in this land. They don't know how they got here. They just woke up and basically, when the mists parted, they found they were in a place they'd never seen before. And as they journeyed, they found this village, this sleepy little village, which was almost abandoned. They entered a house because some children said there was monsters inside. They managed to vanquish the house because it turned out the house was actually largely against them in and of itself. They came out and found a woman in a nearby house who was wailing. They convinced her that they would help her rescue her daughter from a person named Strahd. Strahd being the leader of this land, she referred to as the devil, but also said he was a vampire. Now, after that, they proceeded to the inn, found Ismark, the son of the recent burgomaster, or town mayor, essentially. The burgomaster had died, so they are escorting his body to the chapel in order to be buried properly. And along the way, the various houses that were boarded up started bursting with zombies. The zombies have actually gotten to the point where one of them has been, two of them have been dismembered, and they're still attacking. The dismembered parts are actually attacking as well. So
okay, I lost my initiative button.
You lost your initiative button. All right. If you, sir, click on yourself, and then at the top, you should have a bar. Like, not on your character sheet, on the rest of the window. So you click on your token,
Right.
and then there should be a bunch of buttons that appear up at the top.
Yeah.
There should be an initiative button. Is there not one there?
Nah, Bless Follow Sanity Stealth Turn.
What the hell?
Or on your character sheet, right next to your armor class.
That would be the other option. I may have set that up to only work for me.
Nah, it doesn't work for me.
All right, click off your token, and then click on the button again. Or look for the buttons again. It should actually be there.
I see it.
No? I mean...
It wasn't there before, now it is. I found out what I did wrong.
No?
All right, then I shall roll for you. What is your initiative
Thank
bonus?
You. 1.
All right. There we go. Oh, of course. That puts you at... No. Actually, we'll say that you're going now. Because the zombies just went. They had the same initiative. So we'll say that you are going after them.
Okie dokie. Oakley dokie.
So you snap out of your reverie, your trance, your communion with Lathander, as it were.
Indeed.
And see this horde of undead is besieging the group. There is a hand, a disembodied hand, that is actually attacking, savaging Ia rather badly. She's not doing very well.
Oh no.
And Irena is also not doing so well.
Well, are we where we are?
More or less. We're not treating this like a straight up grid. Just we'll
Okay.
kind of theater of the mind it. Tell me what you want to do.
Are we pretty close are we all pretty close?
We're practically surrounded.
Okay, well, I'm gonna reach over and I will is pretty I can tell she's pretty hurt, so I'll reach over and cure
I do
cure
have a
wounds.
health potion.
Yeah, don't waste it.
All right. Very nice. I can see the add-ons that I've installed are working. Because when you cast it, it's actually showing now what the spell slot level was and how many you have left.
Excellent.
Hell yes. All right, so that's
Very nice.
Is it only 6? Did you roll a 6? No, you got your +3. Okay.
3 + 3.
Fantastic.
Okay,
Actually, hang on. That +3 is part of the spell, right? Like normally. It adds your wisdom modifier. Am I right?
Sure.
Let me check. I think you should get more than that. Yes, you should get more than that because you are of the life domain. You get an additional 3 on top of. What's the first level spell? Yeah, you get an additional 3 on top of that, 2 plus the spell's level. Anytime you do a heal of any kind, you get to add 2 plus the spell's level to the amount healed. So that's totally.
I can't help it if your system's broken.
We'll remember that for now. We'll adjust the character sheet later as we need.
Okay, so what? I add 9 to the 4 I have?
Exactly.
Yes.
Actually, what you can do, you can just type +9 in the red square. Yeah, that'll work. All right.
Just clicked on the circle thingy.
All right, so do you have a bonus action, anything else you'd like to do, Scotty, or are you done?
No, that's all. I mean, that's all I can do, right? I mean, I can't really...
All right. Well, you had to use your move to get up there, and you did your action to cure. If you had anything you could do as a bonus action, but I don't know if you do specifically or needed to.
Like turn undead.
Turn undead. I don't know if that's a bonus. I think that's a full action.
Yeah, I figured.
I imagine that's... I mean, as much as I'd be down for just, borking it all up that way. But, yeah.
Exactly. All right, so let's take a look now at Irana's turn. It's her turn. She is going to try to attack the zombie that's been attacking her. She's doing piercing damage. So, go. A 22. That is definitely going to hit. All right.
That hit.
Yes, exactly. For 3 piercing. Not a lot.
Still a hit.
Yeah. So she just kind of lunges forward, skewers it. It doesn't even really stop. It actually starts moving forward on the blade. And just out of sheer, she pulls back. Just out of revulsion. She can't really get away very easily at this point. So, Gimpy, it's on you.
All right, so I guess at this point, that hand. I assume it wouldn't take too much to finish that thing off, right?
Probably not.
It's a hand.
Let's try and destroy that thing.
All right.
Thank you. I give you a hand, but it's attached to me.
All right, so looks like we got a 1 there.
Oh no.
Although technically I have advantage, so I guess it's a 12 instead.
You have advantage? Oh, from stealth?
Yeah, he's got a little ninja symbol on him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so a 12, that actually does hit.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes, it does.
Dang. Well, in that case, it's 10 points of damage.
Is it I guess it is a sneak attack because you have advantage. All right. 10 points of, what, rapier? So piercing damage?
Yeah, it's only piercing.
Okay.
But hopefully that's enough for at least a hand.
So you skewer it, put it down, and it literally, will impale it. It pokes all the way through, easier than it should through any kind of arm. But it's still, wriggling and manages to whip itself off. Lands on the ground again. It's still coming.
Holy crap. Alright.
If anything, though, you will notice that the zombie it came from seems to be moving a little bit slower now.
Yay!
So it's almost as if they're linked in some fashion. All right. Is that it for you, Gippy? I know he's dealing with daughter. Okay. Krotos is now. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just take Krotos' turn. I'll go ahead and do stuff.
Yeah, I think Krotos was working on bashing the one in front of his face in.
Probably. All right. So he is raging. No worries. So we'll go ahead and smack at it. He's keeping his shield out. He's learned. But in the middle of his rage, he will swipe across with that warhammer.
Yeah.
That is definitely a hit for 12 bludgeoning. So he whips his hammer around, brings it down, crushing onto the zombie. And that is actually going to... Hang on.
Does he whips then Nene or Nene then whips?
Is it really that important?
No.
He's actually going
No.
to... he will knock one of the legs off. It'll just go flying. It will land, foot down, and start hopping away.
Okay.
So in the meantime, we've got a zombie with one leg, who is literally like, and still trying to attack. Next we have Ismark. Ismark is going to try and assist with this last zombie. He's going to try and help finish him off. He is going to roll. He gets multi-attack, actually, so we'll go ahead and swing with his longsword. And that's a natural one. Right.
Ow.
Let's see what he got. You know
You
what?
whiffed on that one.
See if the chat can give me a D4 on that one. NPC. Oh, that's a 3. Okay. So he just swings wild. His sword clangs down onto the ground, and he brings it around for a second hit. That's a lot better. Rolls a 22, brings it across, and that's going to be 5 slashing damage. The zombie is not quite down yet. I'm going to say, however, it is knocked prone because it just got hit by a longsword while hopping on one leg.
Oh, it's only got a leg to stand on, huh?
Well, at least it has that. At least it has a leg to stand on. All right. Ia, you're up.
Okay.
Unlike the zombie.
I want to play a fun game called golf. I want to take my quarterstaff and whack the zombie head that's attached to Noah's foot. Just like golf. Whack!
All right.
Don't hit me.
4. Roll that quarterstaff.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Ah.
Swing and a miss. But Noah, she does just go wild with it. Doesn't actually hit you. So it's all right.
They just give you that look like, what are you trying to do?
Well, I was trying
Yeah,
to get the zombies.
The zombies, not me, not the monk, the zombies.
That did come like really close. It went right in front of your nose as it swung up. Boom. All right. Now it is your turn, Noah.
Well, I'm going to attack the guy in front of me, the zombie in front of me with my short sword.
Okay. Oh. All right. 24. That is definitely a hit. Give me some damage. 4 piercing damage.
Lowest damage I could do.
Wait. Is a short sword piercing?
I don't know. That's what it said when it popped in.
Yeah. That's what I said the entire time.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. I never knew. Learn something new every day.
Well,
Alright.
it is a blade, so it would pierce through the skin.
Well, it's generally thought of as being slashing, or I'm guessing like long swords and things like that are probably slashing.
Could be piercing. I mean, you can stab with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for a short
I
sword
mean,
it makes sense. It's more of this kind of motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shorter
Because the
blades
Romans
would
always
be more
used it more
finesse.
like, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And then with
My
my
dagger has piercing damage on it.
In Romans.
with my bonus action, I'm going to hit the head with my nunchucks.
All
Kind of
right.
like do the 4 thing, but with nunchucks.
What-a? That is definitely a hit. So you're being very coordinated, very deft. You slash at him with the or poke at him rather with the sword. You stick it about 3 inches in or so. You feel him stagger a bit from the blow, and while he's distracted, you whip down, smack the head. Go ahead and you rolled damage on it. Okay. So you'll see a little zombie tooth go flying through the air.
Oh, the head don't go?
You know what? Give me a strength check. Well, not a strength save.
Well, I
Do you get a bonus of strength save as a monk?
yeah.
Okay, so minus 4. So you still rolled a 19. All right, never mind.
That's still pretty good.
Actually, no. You just have a strength. No, it's a straight up 23. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you actually managed to knock it away. Good 10 feet.
Whew.
Nice.
Yay!
It'll just kind of roll for a bit. It'll come to a stop, like halfway upside down. It doesn't look happy. If you could measure such things.
Oh, if only we could hit into the well.
I don't care how
Never
happy he is. I'm happy now he's not on my foot.
All right.
That's what I was trying to do, but I missed.
All right, zombie turn. The one that's prone. Actually, Gimpy, can I get you to reroll stealth? We didn't, or did you have? Yeah, you have.
Yeah, sorry, I would have normally done that.
It's fine.
Distractions. There you go.
Oh my god. All right.
Didn't really need to roll it then.
Well, I'm pretty sure nobody's seeing him. Regardless, they're gonna focus on the ones that are actually in front. The zombie, actually, now that Ismark has stepped out in front, the zombie that's on its back will kind of roll over and just kind of lunge at Ismark without getting up. He'll just try to grasp him from his feet. And I'm going to say, I know prone normally you have disadvantage on attack rolls. I'm going to say that zombies are naturally quite good at such things.
We have a Krotos.
We have a Krotos!
Hey.
Yay, our brute's back.
All right.
Oh, hey, Cubert.
Yes.
While we're paused for a second, what could we do with the inspiration again?
So inspiration can be used to get advantage on a roll.
Gotcha.
And to be honest, the book is never quite clear on when you can use that, before or after. So I've never really decided when the best time is. I'm going to say that for the sake of this game, you have to declare before, unless I say otherwise.
So might be worth keeping that in mind, everybody.
Yeah.
Figured I'd
if you
bring
want to
that
use
up.
your light bulbs, use your
Thank you for bringing
your
that up.
advantage. Please do so before you actually do your roll. You know what? Actually, no. I'll tell you what. I'll compromise. You can do it after your roll, but before I tell you whether it succeeds or misses.
Okay.
So you got to get in there. All right. What were we doing here? Zombies were going. All right. So he's gonna attack Ismark. Nothing too terrible happened while you were gone.
All right. You lost an arm.
Was it the right one?
The left.
It's always the wrong one.
That'd actually be unfortunate because I kind of need both so I can have a shield.
So it's gonna bite at Ismark's shins. That is not going to hit. Oops, wrong one. Why did I? That was weird. And he's gonna try and grasp at his legs, clawing in, grasping his undead nails digging in. One of them's gonna hit. One of them's a natural 1. All right, I'm gonna get an actual D4 out. There we go. That's a. So, there's gonna be 2 damage to Ismark as he gets grasped. struck by the zombie on the ground. The one that's in front of Noah is missing its head, but it does gonna still do double claws. It can see you. Does that second one hit? I think you have a 16 AC, don't you?
Yes, I have a 16 AC.
All right, so it's blindly clawing at you, obviously blind in the literal sense because it doesn't have a head, and it does miss on both attacks. The head...
Very nice.
Indeed. The head will start kind of moving itself, like back and forth. Can't do anything just yet, but you kind of get the impression that it's like gearing up to roll.
What's it gonna do? Bounce on its tongue?
It's gearing up to roll. Bowling for monks. All right, the hand that is now by Ia is going to try to reach up and I'm going to say it's going to grab her butt.
Hey!
That's tasteful. That's very tasteful.
Well, it missed anyway. You slapped it away with your tail.
Yeah.
But the zombie
Technically, my tail can be used as its own weapon.
There you go. I think it counts as an improvised attack at the moment, unless you were to somehow specialize in it. We could figure that out if you really wanted to. The zombie
I
itself...
wouldn't mind using the tail as a weapon. I mean...
Oh, dear.
But, I don't know.
All right, so the bite is going to get
That's
you.
for another day.
That bite is going to get you. So it will still be able to reach forward while you're distracted with the hand kind of grasping at you. And it won't be able to hurt you with its claws as it pulls you in for a bite, but it will still manage to sink its teeth into your arm. And that is going to be 5 damage. That puts you at 8.
Now we gotta cut her arm off.
I'm going to go ahead and update it for you. All right. And then lastly, the one on Irena is intact and attacking.
E.
Only one of those is going to hit, actually. So it will again start scrambling, trying to push itself on top of her. She'll manage to keep it at bay for the most part, except for one random raking of claws that will kind of cross the back of her neck, raking down and drawing blood. She is not doing good at all. She's on one knee, bleeding and panting, and not looking like she's going to get much further. Scotty, you're up.
I will. The hand is not dead yet?
The hand is not dead.
The hand is not dead.
The hand is not dead.
In that case, then we shall...
This just has meat with Vander. It'll die.
Yeah. It's gotta be some sacred flamage.
Sacred flame! All right.
Does it have this little like rock solo whenever it, you know?
It might.
That's a dex
That'd be
save.
super sick.
Like that scene with the new Mad Max with the guitarist.
Oh man, it rolled a natural 20.
Or did it roll an 18?
It rolled a natural 20 and has a
It
minus
has a
2.
-2 to the modifier.
That's bad luck.
Oh,
Good
well.
luck for him. So does that have, is it half damage on the save? Or is it just...
Isn't it?
Yeah, I
I'd
think it's
imagine
half.
so.
I think it's half damage and save. Yeah, that's how most
I don't know
spells
about
work,
Sacred
anyways.
Flame. It is a cantrip, so I don't want to assume.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point. I think last time we did it was half damage still though, but I don't know.
No.
I'm not gonna promise
Nope.
anything.
It does not. It does not take damage on a save.
I'm also thinking of a different spell than sorry about that.
Yeah, it's because it's a cantrip.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
So unfortunately, you call to your god and hold out your holy symbol and cast your will upon it, and you see this kind of liming fire race upon it. But it manages to kind of weave and move before it explodes into flame. So it just hits dead air.
What a bastard.
What a bastard.
Bastard.
All right, Scotty, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think I can do anything else really, can I?
That's up to you.
Looks
I
like-
mean, within limits,
Well,
of course.
I mean, can I reach over and heal again, I suppose?
Do you have healing word prepared? Because that is a bonus action.
No. No, that's all then.
All right. It is Irena's turn. She is
Not doing so hot.
not doing so hot.
He should get the hell out of here.
Yeah, if you guys are telling her to, she, at the very least, is going to try and get away. So she will disengage on her turn. So she's not.
Yeah, that'd be the
Yeah, so
that'd be the smartest choice.
not
Is to
attacking,
die.
but getting away, and she will. She unfortunately can't really go very far because the pathway.
Can I tell her to hide?
The pathway you guys were taking is blocked by the two zombies that are still there.
Yeah. Can I tell her to hide behind me?
You can, yes.
I would do so. I feel that upon my own death is the only way one of these zombies is going to get past me.
All right.
He's a big enough meat shield. He can block for 2 people.
Indeed. Okay, so that's her turn then. Gimpy, you are up.
Alright, it seems like that zombie on the ground is on its last leg, so to speak. I'm gonna try and finish him off there. Alright,
That will
13
hit.
should be good enough.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, it's prone, so I think you actually have advantage.
Okay, well, I had
On melee
advantage
attacks.
anyway, but yeah. So, 11.
All right.
Pierce.
You basically just ram your rapier right through its brain, and you feel that squishy,
Nice.
and it goes slack and falls to the ground. And the leg
Yeah.
that was hopping away stops and goes falls over.
Alright, one down.
All right.
Alright.
New stealth attempt is a 16. I'm actually going to have to roll on that. Krotos, you're up.
Alright. I assume I haven't lost my rage, seeing as I saw a little icon there.
No, I've been maintaining your attacks.
Thank you. Again, I would like to apologize
It happens.
for not being here on time.
It
Yep.
happens.
I meant to message beforehand, but it was really last second, so sorry.
That's okay.
Anyways,
Krotos got
alright.
a nice hit with Warhammer.
Yep, which you will continue to do. I guess I'm gonna hit the one oh is the one in front of me prone?
Now dead now, actually.
Ah! Alright, well I guess I'll move on to the one over here, the one next to Sir Noah, and I will go ahead and smack it up once. And by will, I mean won't, but yeah.
No, that's a hit.
Oh, 11's a hit
That
still?
is a hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't have the best AC.
Alright, well in that case, I'm gonna smack it up a little bit with 12 damage.
Just a little bit.
Very nice.
Just a wee little bit.
All right. I need you to roll a d20, please.
I will roll a d20. Just a plain, normal, everyday d20.
Plain d20.
Wow.
20.
You got a 20.
All right.
Does it blow up into
That
an
is a-
amalgamation of...
That is a perfectly good waste of a d20 because I need you to roll again.
Of course you do. Of course. Alright, there you go. Is that better? Is that a little better for you?
All right. With that, you're going to take one of its legs off.
That's great. Alright.
We did to the last
Why
one.
didn't the
So we
D20
gotta take
work?
care
Why
of the
didn't they
legs.
not?
Because
why
it was
didn't they-
already
that.
decapitated.
Oh! Alright, well yeah, I guess one of its legs free. Is the leg free?
Yeah, I took his
Does
head
it
off
crumple
last week.
Oh, okay. Is
That's why
the
they
leg
put the
that's
head
free
there.
currently unoperable since, 12 damage?
Oh yeah. Well, it's still kind of on its side, like just kind of hopping, trying
All
to
right.
right itself, but it doesn't seem to be able to. It's a bit too weak and feeble in its attempts.
All right, I'll accept that.
All right.
At least she got hit.
All right. Ismark, seeing that this is starting to go their way, you guys' way, he's going to actually step forward and try to finish off the one that you guys have been fighting, and he will gesture at Irena and go, "Sister, come, we must go. We must hurry." And he's going to swing.
17.
That's a hit.
That is, in fact, a hit.
The
is
second
not.
one will not hit, no. But the first one is going to be 7 damage. He basically brings his longsword down and cleaves it in two, and it will just fall in 2 pieces to the ground.
So now, technically, we do have a path straight ahead of us, right?
Technically, you do.
Sorta.
Are there like any more zombies coming up from ahead, or is it
None
a
that
clear
you can
enough path
see.
we think?
None that you
Okay.
can see.
That might be an option. I want to consider.
Thankfully, there's not too many people living in the village anymore.
Indeed.
That is a good point.
Yeah. Most of them kind of like skidooed out. Or
Well, we'd have to pick up the casket again, though, which that might take a little doing, seeing as there's still 2 zombies there. We should probably finish the combat instead of trying to run.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of them left, and then there's the mangled of body parts strewn about.
Yeah, we'll get to
There is that.
those.
There's that.
We'll get to those.
All right. Yeah, your turn.
Okay.
And you've got 2 inspirations in case you want to use one.
I know. I'm going to agonizing blast the one in front of me. And I'm going to see if it actually hit first. Hit. Because last time it didn't want to hit.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna let this one.
good.
I'm gonna let this one go through. However, in the future, keep in mind that your agonizing blast is a ranged attack, and if you're ranged attacking something that is right next to you, it's at disadvantage, which means you have to roll twice and take the worst roll. So
Okay.
just something to remember. Just something to remember, because it's the whole concept of trying to do. It's like trying to fire a bow at somebody that's like 5 feet in front of you. It's actually a lot harder. Is that concept?
Yeah, well, I was actually just trying to, just shove my hand down its face and just
Yeah.
like kind of blast the inside out.
It works. It works. You basically palm thrust him.
Yeah,
With your
that's basically what I was
power.
going for.
Cool. All right. So he is not doing so good. He's charred, blackened, bruised, down an arm, and still putting up a fight. All right, Noah.
I'm gonna move up.
Moving
Oh, wait,
on.
is that head still alive?
No, the head.
No, that was from the dead guy.
Just make sure.
Bleh.
Double
I
dead
want to
guy.
hit the guy EO was attacking
All right.
with my short sword. And
Natural one.
Wow. Fate did not want you to succeed with that attack.
No, so
and I have no luck.
How about a
That
D4?
one.
That's pretty.
A D4?
I feel bad for that one.
D4.
We roll a D4 anytime we crit fail, right?
Yep. That's a
Let's see
3.
how bad it was.
Okay, this is insane. I don't know if anybody has ever rolled anything other than a 3 or a 4 on the crit fail D4s in this game.
I'll help. Next time I crit fail, I'll try to roll the one.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We'll try harder next time, Keel.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Make
sure we
your
have
job more
actually.
fun.
You think so?
Yeah, I
I
think
remember
you did.
falling face first into the water. Yeah,
Well, that wasn't an attack roll though. That was a stealth check.
Oh,
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, the D4s happen on attack rolls.
Well, I still get my secondary attack, right? My bonus action?
Do you have? I don't think you have to hit for that, do you? So.
No, I just have to attack.
Yeah. All right. Snake eyes. That is a hit.
Close.
That is a hit. Ramalama
Max
ding dong.
damage.
Max damage. All right.
No, it wasn't max damage, was it?
It's still enough.
I was hoping for it.
No.
Still enough.
Okay.
That drops him. So he'll
Does
just...
my nunchuck go right through him?
Sure. It goes...
No more grabby hand.
It goes through his eye.
Thank God.
Yeah, and the grabby hand will
Next turn, I
also...
was actually going to try to just like stomp it.
He's also dead. All right, so there's one zombie left, and it is his turn. After him, it's going to be Scotty. The zombie knows no restraint or caution, but it does smell blood on Ia because she has been bitten.
That's great.
So he is going to make the attempt to feast. So here comes the bite. That's a pretty good bite.
Ooh.
A couple of claws. That's a miss. That's a hit. All right, so it's drawn you in. It is holding on. You can feel its nails digging into your back. And it bears you down. Because you are at 0.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bears you down to the ground and continues to gnaw. Just savaging.
Those eating noises though.
I know.
Quite menacing. I do appreciate.
All right, Scotty. You're up, sir.
I will.
Try.
That one's still full. It hasn't been touched.
Say what now?
That zombie. That zombie still.
No, it has
that
not
full
been
hasn't
touched. Has not been touched. No.
I think we try our good old fashioned turn undead.
Turn undead. All right.
That would be
Unless you want to save that, because I mean, this is the end of the combat. So
That is true. You make a valid point.
might want to just stabilize her.
Yeah. Yeah, I will spare the dying.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Okay.
So you are now stable, which means you do not have to roll. However, you are not back up.
Not
You're
yet.
still at 0,
But stable. But
but
stable.
you're stable. Now, that being said, the zombie is still going at it. So unless somebody gets him off, giggity, then he will keep attacking, and that will incur... that will get you below 0 again, and then we'll be back to that same old story.
We'll finish it off.
Yeah, Irena is going to start retreating. She's going to try and get away, taking Ismark's hand. They're going to get away. Gimpy, you're up.
Don't go far.
Yeah, they're not going to get too far ahead. The zombie seems completely oblivious to your presence.
Because it's too
All
busy
right.
having fun.
He's
Fingers
too busy
crossed.
gnawing on me.
Doing it zombie
Oh, yeah.
style. Oh,
So-
man.
ooh.
That'll work.
Is that it? Oh, it was a 19. Oh, man.
Yeah. I know. It's a shame. But it's still 9 points damage.
9 points
It's
of
a good
damage.
start.
All right.
I wonder if it notices that. What help?
It's a very good question. You ram your blade home, as it were. What are you
And then
hiding
scamper
behind?
away.
Yeah, but you have to have something to hide
Uh,
behind during the middle of a...
Usually Krotos.
Okay. Well, I'm
Well,
assuming
I'll
Krotos
be
is-
over there in a moment.
Yeah.
I'll be over there in just a moment, so
Yeah,
you'll be able to
exactly.
hide behind.
I'm actually able to hide by any creature with a larger size than mine.
So you're able to hide under E.
Yep, I can scamper around any of you guys and just hide.
Goes under the dying
I'm like
corpse of
sitting on
Ian.
you as I'm fighting
Just
this
scamper
thing.
out, stab things, go back to hiding.
I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
happens. Ours.
All right, Krotos is on you.
Well, I'll be swinging my warhammer as I make my way over to the creature, and I'm gonna smack it up, just a good little bit.
All right. Oh.
Can I pop an
man.
advantage
That's
on
a hit.
that? I'm gonna pop a little advantage on that real quick. Using one of my little.
All right, fine. I'll allow it. So
There's
that
one.
that is a crit.
All right.
That is a crit, chicken.
To die. 15 damage. I can count.
Very nice. All right, so you bring your hammer across and just cave in its chest, and it will kind of reel back a bit. It's pulled off of her temporarily. At the very least, you have its attention.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. Yeah,
But I need you to roll a d20.
I can do that for you.
A 10. All right. On the follow through, you'll end up catching one of its arms, and it'll get knocked clean off.
Can I go like a little ghost and like, bye bye.
We'll say actually. Where's a d8 when you need it? Fine. Approximate. All right. It's gonna go off in this direction actually. So it is not probably gonna be a danger. Although it might be a danger to Scotty. It's kind of getting in his
Could be.
vicinity. All right. Ismark is busy taking. That was your turn, right?
Mm-hmm. That was it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's busy taking her away. Ia, you're up. And keep in mind you are. Well, you're stable. It hasn't attacked you yet, so you don't have to do anything. You don't have to roll a death saving throw. You just hold tight for a little bit. Hopefully, they'll finish this guy off. Noah.
Okay.
Be happy that he did that stabilize, because otherwise you'd be like inching closer to death.
Yeah, probably.
Indeed.
Noah's gonna move up and hit him with his short sword.
All right, so that.
That is most definitely a hit. Eight damage.
8 damage.
How do you want to do
damage.
this?
As I was moving up, I was just trying to slice his other abdomen in half, I guess.
Slices what in half? His atom?
It was he he stood up, right?
Ah.
He sat up. I was trying to slice him in half,
Or
pretty much.
slice him. I thought you said slice his atom in half. I was like, we
I
have
think
two
he's
couldn't
atoms.
say what I
The-
whatever that word is. Anatomy. It's not my words are not friends.
I believe he meant abdomen.
Words are never friends.
Yeah.
Words amongst?
Abdomen.
All right. He falls into two different pieces and collapses to the ground, completely dead. Dead.
Dead.
Dead. Everybody's dead. All right. So you all kind
Yay.
of recover, puffing, huffing, and now wondering what to do next. It seems quiet. The street seems quiet. There do not seem to be any further intruders at the moment.
So, do we need to roll a medicine check on Ia to let her roll some hit dice? And well, actually, she can't without an hour rest, can she?
Nope. I'm afraid. Let's see,
It's
that
got to
might
be
work
healing
with us.
magic or.
Yeah, if we
I
could,
have a
like,
herbalism
medicine-
pouch.
Yeah, if we could medicine her up for 1 HP, so she can at least walk along beside us or
Let's
something.
see here.
And I have a decent hit medicine check.
And I'm guessing Scotty does too.
I would
I
imagine.
mean, if you get us out of combat, I can heal him, no problem. But
Yeah, but
We're
that
out
would
of
use a
combat,
spell slot, so I think they're trying to
Oh,
avoid
yeah,
doing
that
that
one.
to get her on her feet.
Yeah, we wanted to see if we could just get her back on her feet with 1 HP or something, so she can run along behind us and not.
But she does have that healing. She keeps saying she has a healing potion.
Yeah, we could administer that.
Yeah, we could do that too. Yeah.
I mean, I could do the medicine check first and see if that works to get her to 1 and see if.
Let me.
I don't
look into
actually
that.
know
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll wait a sec to see what Q says.
No, it's just for stabilizing.
Nah.
Well, you can force feed her the.
I have
health potion.
herbalism. Does that help?
Um,
And herbalism can't.
you would have to. Well, a herbalism kit. You can roll it. See if you got like some smelling salts or something to restore some vigor. I was actually putting that at a 17.
Oh.
Okay, I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make a valiant effort. You try all sorts of herbs, just real quick, as fast as you can. Part of it is that you're dealing with a rush. You probably would be at disadvantage anyway because you guys are trying to rush and kind of get this done.
Mm-hmm.
But you try what you can, and although you think you make a really good effort, nothing you have seems to get her on her feet at the moment.
All
Well,
right.
in that case, yeah, we'll resort to giving her the health potion, and then we all need to get to the church. So, does that sound like a plan?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think Ia still rolls the health potion, even though we're giving it to her.
You could, yep. That's either way. Either way.
All right. Ia, go ahead and roll for your health potion.
Alright. Oh, I don't exactly know how I'm supposed to roll for it.
Oh yeah, she doesn't know
I
how
have it
much.
here
Can you
in
tell
my
her how much?
inventory.
2d4 plus 2.
What?
2d.
So type-
roll a 2d4 plus 2. / roll 2d4 plus
/ roll space 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, it's something.
2. Yep, it's something to get her on her feet.
Yep, exactly.
Mhm.
That's about what you can
Alright.
expect with the healing potions. They're not that great.
Yeah.
So okay, put yourself up at 5,
Okay.
and you are on your feet. And ready to
So
at least move.
Let's
So
hope there's
me and
more of those
Noah-
things at the cathedral. Need some more healing potions.
yeah, that'd be really nice.
Don't forget to
So
take
assume
away your
me and
healing
Noah
potion
go
off.
ahead and. Oh yeah, yeah.
Been long enough to get that stupid zombie off of me.
Alright,
But
so you guys gonna
Yep.
um
I
pick
go
that
to
sucker
the
up
end where I
again?
was at. I'll pick it up and then wait for someone else to pick up the other end.
All right. You
Yeah,
guys
I'll
can-
go to pick it up too.
All right, you guys can get under the coffin, start hustling it. Hup, 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 hup. You are not obstructed any further on the way
All
to the
right.
church.
Well then, we'll just follow behind Ismark and yeah, make way to the church.
All right.
it.
All right. So, you guys will double time down the church. You can see top a slight rise. There are roots of the pillar stone that goes all the way up. You can see this cliff going up, 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 up as far as you can see, really. And up top is the castle, Castle Ravenloft. And against these roots, you see a gray, sagging building of stone and wood. It does appear to be the church. It is obviously weathered many assaults, evil, and various other creatures for centuries by the look of it. And it is worn and weary. There's a bell tower rising from the back, and there is a flickering light shining through some holes in the shingled roof. The rafters themselves just kind of look like they're sagging. They're barely holding up the roof that is there.
Alright. Looks very inviting in that case.
It is a roof, right? It is a roof over your heads.
Yep.
There
That's a
are-
good point.
You can see as you approach, there are heavy wooden doors at the front of the church, and they are covered with claw marks and fire scorch marks.
It's great. I mean, hey, they didn't get in. Yeah.
Hopefully.
There's that.
Probably didn't
hopefully.
get in that way. They might have found a secret
I
way
think
to get
Gimpy
in.
should check the door. Main Krotos has got the casket,
he's-
so we can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I assume he'd be
It's
able
either
to
that
faster
or
than us to
Scotty,
be able
since
to.
he's the.
I'll
It's
open
his
the
kind of
door,
place.
babies.
Yeah, you have 5 health. If it's actually trapped, you will die.
All right, perception check.
Roll it.
Wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Ooh,
All right. You get up
Not
to the
so
door,
great.
kind of look around, feel around, sniff around. Don't see any traps.
all right. I will attempt to open it.
All right. It is not locked.
Sweet.
Great sign.
So the doorknob opens to your touch.
All right.
Well, to your
I will cautiously creep in. Do I see or hear anything?
Beyond, you see a 10-foot wide, but 20-foot long hall that leads to a brightly lit chapel inside. The hall itself is unlit, and it kind of has this old smell of mildew and old rot. You see 4 doors, 2 on either side of the hall that have chambers beyond. You can also see that the chapel itself, the main room, is strewn with debris. There is a soft voice coming from the back with a figure there. You hear a soft muttering as if reciting a prayer. And as the prayer is suddenly blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from the floor beneath you.
That's
Oh,
great.
good.
Super excited.
Well, let everybody in.
Well, more fun for us.
I'll walk in.
Well, yeah. If he's walk, I gotta walk.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that already
I-
drops it.
I assume they all
Yeah.
heard the scream,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Nobody could miss it.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Okay.
nobody could miss it. Scotty, can I get a
Yeah.
religion roll from you, please?
Yes, sir.
Out of character, I'm just happy there's no dragon in the middle of this.
You know
You
that.
know-
Dragon? What do you take me for?
I
And
don't
you know
think
he-
a dragon is
Probably
required to
top
take us out at
sensitive
this point.
monster.
22. All right. So, Scotty, while this church has obviously seen better days and most of its edifice and workings are broken and crumbled, you do see enough remnants of holy symbols and trappings and decorations to recognize that this is, in fact, a church to some kind of sun god. And some of the pieces resemble things that you would recognize as archaic forms of Lathander's holy symbols. They're no longer
Well,
in
Scotty's-
use.
Interesting. I'll relay this information.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I would hear that happily.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys
Comment
step
is-
inside.
Yeah, I'd keep going inside with now.
Okay.
Yep.
And doing what?
So
I guess
we can see the figure over there, right?
Yes, he's not facing you. He's turned towards some kind of remnants of a makeshift altar. And,
And he was the source of the scream, right?
no.
No.
He was the
So
source
it was
of
just
the,
by him?
he was the source
Of
of the
the-
prayer. The scream came from under your feet.
Ah, okay. Alright, so I guess I'm going to stealthily approach and try and get a better view of this figure from the side.
All right, as you approach slowly and stealthily, I need you to roll a d20.
Stealth check or just d20 in
I'm
general?
sorry, you're right, stealth check, sorry. I don't know why I said that.
just
That's
to
okay.
make it harder.
I was actually going to give you advantage on it anyway because as you're approaching, you hear another scream peal through the air. Father!
Of course.
Super excited to be here.
I'm hungry!
That's great.
Me too.
That's just great.
somebody gave that child a pacifier.
So at this point, Krotos looks over to Ismark and says, "So we're in the right place, right?"
I think so.
He,
Do not
he
know who
just
that voice would be.
that's great.
There is no one else that lives here. The only other... Oh, he said father. Oh, dear.
Oh, that's great.
What? I wonder what has happened to Doru.
And who's that?
I'm guessing a teenage girl.
Actually, sounds like a young man's voice.
Okay, never mind.
You can see as you are kind of looking at the figure by the side, or from the side, he is wearing robes, balding, and very, very pale. Looks as if a stiff wind might push him over, but you get the impression that it's not from weakness as much as just resignation. He's feebly entreating, but you can tell right off the bat he does not necessarily believe. He is desperate. He is in pain. He is suffering.
All right. I mean, as long as Ismark doesn't look too overly, confused about being here, I would, albeit at his pace, walk alongside him with
Ismark looks a little
the
confused,
casket.
but not.
But he doesn't feel out of place. Like, he doesn't look like
No.
he's out of place or anything.
No.
Okay, yeah, no. In that case, yeah, I would just walk right with him. I mean, I'll keep at his pace, whatever his pace is. So.
What, with Gimpy's pace?
Oh no, with
with
Ismark's
Ismark?
pace.
Okay. All right. Well, Ismark will step forward. He'll gesture everybody to kind of come up a bit.
I'm gonna stay hidden with crossbow trained on the priest, just in case. Keep him covered.
As you walk into the chapel, you can see it is a complete shambles. There are dozens of candles and candlesticks that light every dusty corner, probably in some kind of fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. There's absolutely none here. At the far end of that claw-scarred altar, there is the priest in his soiled vestments. And next to him, actually, as you approach now, you can see, it was a bit difficult to see before because you were so focused on what was going on. There is a long, thick rope that is actually hanging down from the rafters at this point next to him.
Think we got here just in time.
All right, what are you guys doing? Anybody saying anything?
Oh, probably the best bet is to find some place to put the casket down. The way we all have our hands empty.
I don't
was assuming.
I don't even know if I would put it down yet. I feel like I'd keep holding it now.
As you
Yeah,
guys,
I
as
don't
you
know.
guys
keep
are,
holding it until.
As you guys are conversing and discussing this possibility, the priest will kind of look up a bit, but there will be another cry from beneath, and he kind of shudders and goes back to his mumbling.
So, Ismark, perhaps you should ask the priest if he can perform last rites for your deceased father.
Yes, very well. Father Donovich, can you help us? And the priest will, he'll look up once again. He's still not facing you, his head just kind of comes up. He'll slowly turn around to see you, the bags under his eyes, the darkness there is so readily apparent. He looks and faces all of you and says, Ismark, oh, I have not seen you in so long, my son. What is going on? What has happened? It is father. He has passed on. He's gone to a better place. And Donovich, if anything, grows a bit darker and says, if only that were the case.
I guess.
The key. What the
Yeah, I was about to
hell's
say.
going on?
Well, what do you mean by that? If I may ask, good priest.
Do we ever ask how long his dad was dead?
We did. I don't think we did.
I think he said recently. Like he said like a couple days ago. Like he. I'm pretty sure he'd mentioned.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
sounds
said
familiar.
recently, which
Yeah.
means
Oh
not
yeah,
that
no,
long
you're
ago.
right. Yeah.
He will say that is the business of a man and his god. And another scream will peal through, and pierce the night. And he will just cringe.
End of that.
That is my trouble. That is my penance. It is my punishment.
Yeah, can we get this thing on with so we can leave?
I don't know, man. We actually need a place to rest.
Yeah,
I don't think resting in this town is going to be helpful.
I don't know. I feel like resting in the chapel is probably the best place we are going to rest. Though I mean, we need
But
to
can you
rest.
really rest with screaming?
I could fall asleep like a baby. I mean,
Ryan, I sleep like the dead.
Well, if you can't exactly fall asleep, I could just whack you on the head, knock you out.
yeah, I mean, there's.
All we gotta
And
do
you-
is rest. We don't even have to sleep.
Yeah, we could just rest for 8 hours. Well, we probably would have to sleep, but
Resting for an hour lets us spend hit dice at least.
yeah. Well, I feel like at this point, especially with Ia, she's lost a lot of health. I mean, she had to spend
Yeah.
almost all of her. She had to spend all of her hit die just to regain that, and it's a lot of hit die to spend.
Yeah.
I feel like if we wanted to try to take a long rest anywhere, this would be the best spot to do that.
Very true.
And even then, like I know Ismark's okay, but I totally forgot her name and I feel terrible about it. But Ismark's sister was pretty heavily wounded as well. I mean,
Sure.
perhaps a long night's rest in a chapel of all places might be the best thing.
But didn't we want to not rest before because of what happens at nighttime here?
Yeah, but I mean, we all are also in a chapel, and we are also sort of wounded. Things change between then and now.
You think we could take care of the body so when we wake up, all we can do is sleep?
I definitely want to take care of all of this first, but I just think we need to consider.
Not the baby again.
Yes, Scotty, come in.
Just a reminder that if you guys are intending to sleep here, you're going to be dealing with that all night.
I could do that.
Unless
Right?
Gimpy cures him, there's a crossbow that could help with this problem.
Yeah, but
There's also a war
anyways,
game
so
version
of
that.
the thing at hand here is that
Not everything.
we need to try to get Ismark or we need to try to get this. We need to try to get his father to be laid to rest. So
I mean, the
let's do it. Let's
Burgermeister.
focus on that first.
Scotty, maybe you can talk to the priest and help him find the path again so that he can heal his son.
You are a holy man.
Yeah,
The two
well,
of
I
you
mean,
together can combine your religious might and cure his son.
it's possible.
And I have
It's also
literal
possible
thunder
that
happening
do
behind me.
the opposite, but
Hey, yep.
I'm just going to do whatever the party does, but I say we just take care of the body and leave.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. But anyways, I do think that's a good idea. Having Scotty talk to the priest, since he's a cleric himself, might be able to
Might be good.
speed things along.
Find the light
So
once
what's going
more.
on?
Yeah, I'll go talk to the priest.
All right, what do you say?
I will discuss with him and find out what there can be done. Well, I mean, we came here to put a body to rest, so I mean, I feel that would be
You're
pretty
actually
important.
saying you are saying this?
Well, I'm thinking it would be pretty important to to take care of yeah. I mean, it'd be pretty important to take care of that first. So yeah, we'll see what can be done about putting the body to rest.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this guy was like potentially about to commit suicide. I don't know what that rope was there for, but we might not want to leave him alone with the screaming son.
Yeah.
Not our problem.
Now a man deals with his house is his own problem.
All right. Can I get you to roll a persuasion check, Scotty?
Sound like Gimpy now.
I mean,
We can tell for day one he wasn't the most cleric of, or the most proper of
The most
clerics.
clerics of clerics.
Oh,
well, I mean,
No, it's with Scotty. It's not our problem what he does when we leave.
Wow.
like, what do you know about my god? I'm just saying.
My God. What does your god need with a starship?
What does God need in the starship?
I could think of a few uses.
All right. So you inquire. You point out that Kolyon, the burgomaster, is in need of interment, and as he's about to respond, another scream will raise up, and he just winces.
Can we hear where this coming from?
It's coming
Like,
from underneath. It's the
Alright.
boards that you
It
walk on.
comes from below.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Perhaps me and Noah can put down, or perhaps even our esteemed rogue could perhaps find this entrance to go down below, and we can maybe see if we can quiet that down for a little bit.
He seems like at the suggestion of offering of performing those rites, he actually seems to brighten up for just a moment, but then that cloud kind of returns to his features, and he says, "I do not know if I have the bearing, the backing of my god to properly offer such a soul onto its resting place."
But this is a church to what God? I mean, these symbols look to be of a sun deity.
This is a church of the morning lord, yes.
Well, I mean, I would be, and I'll pull back my cloak, and you can see the brazen crest of the morning lord on my chest.
He actually is taken aback a bit. Is that also of the morning lord? I have not seen this
Yes.
particular design.
Yes.
You do not come from here, do you? And
No,
he seems to suddenly get some clarity. Some actual thought is running in his head, and he looks at all of you now, and says, you are none of you from here. You come from outside this land, yes?"
Protos would nod in agreement.
Yep.
Except, of course, for Ismark, but you already knew him.
If you are a man of the cloth, I beseech you for help. It is my son. I do not know if anything can help him, but if anybody could, perhaps it is a fellow man of the cloth. He is not right. He is...
What is his affliction?
About a year ago, a man came to the village. He seemed to have the best of intentions. He seemed a very capable and strong man. He said he was a wizard of great power. He in his black robes. He said that Strahd should die. He should be cast out, and many of the young people in the town, they believed him. They followed him. My Doru was amongst them. He led an attack on the castle. Nobody came back. Not this wizard. And not any of the town's people except for my Doru. He came back like this, and there's another scream. Father! He came back, and all he craves, all he wants is blood. He does not care who. I have kept him there all this time. I do not even know if there's anything of my son left. But I would beseech you.
Can I make a knowledge history, I guess, to
For
see if I've heard about this happening before?
I would say a religion check, actually.
Okay, another religion. See if I can put if my character can put 2 and 2 and see what's going on.
You do know, and it's an 11. You do know that vampires can create kind of pseudo vampires. They're essentially vampires, but they're not nearly as powerful. Typically referred to as vampire spawn. It's very rare that a vampire will actually...
No. Spawn and Vampire are 2 different comics.
Indeed. It's very rare that a vampire will actually create another full-fledged vampire. It typically does not happen. But instead they will create vampiric minions to serve them. And if he's craving blood and is still alive and in this condition, has been for this long, that is likely what the case is. I'm afraid you don't know anything more about Spawn and how they differ from vampires in general, not with that role, but you suspect that is what this is.
Okay. I will, of course, relay this information to the party. And,
is there a way to cure something like that?
No, not. I would imagine.
You're not certain.
I would imagine not.
Q, I want to roll religion, see if anybody in my order knew anything about it also.
Very well, go ahead.
I want to do this. I want to do the same.
Okay.
Oh,
About the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you pretty much corroborate everything Scotty says, but you don't know much more than that. Go ahead, Ia. You can roll religion.
I'm trying to find it.
It kind of makes sense, Ia, to roll that kind of thing because she is kind of has that fascination with darkness. Wow, that's a lot of 11s.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
my roll won't affect anything at all. I just want to see if I also get 11.
yeah, exactly. Might as well hear
Darn.
maybe you heard a story or something like that.
I was actually going to give. So, Krotos and Genpi, you can roll with disadvantage.
Well, then I have 15.
So, yeah, 15. And then
4.
for Genpi. Yeah, okay.
That's about right.
Krotos, I've actually heard stories about vampire and the spawn that they create, but you've never heard
of one being cured.
Of one being cured. That is not featured in any of the stories.
That's fair enough. All right. I mean,
You guys should at least
the only
try.
thing-
Maybe the 2 of you working together.
the only thing I could think of to cure something like that would be like killing the main vampire, and for some reason that undoes it for all the spawning creators.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, it's not like it's. I don't know. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Q, but like, problem solving in D&D for a lot of my experience has never been like, let's put our heads together and we can move this cart. That's one thing, but being able to magically pull out how to defeat something is just not. I don't know.
No, you guys have to figure that out. You have to work through that in character. Yeah.
So
I don't even think that would do it. I was just like randomly spamming something. I don't think that would do it either. I was just
Yeah, and I'm
So,
all
I
in
mean-
support of you guys kind of improvising and trying random stuff, because who knows, it might work. I mean, a lot of the stuff, you know, is one of the things as a DM I try to understand and work within the laws of, you know, reality and magic and such like that, because D&D does have actually fairly structured ways in which magic works.
Sure.
So I can work within those constraints. If it's not in the rule book, you know, I'll still work with what you got. I should point out that it's perhaps more telling that there are no stories.
Right,
you
and so
heard.
we wouldn't really have any kind of way to fix
Compass
these
to-
things. Right.
Compass to go on.
But I was thinking because of that, it would sound like something that Ia would probably have heard of with her knowledge that she's gotten from the
Cthulhu.
Great Cthulhu. Because of that.
But you rolled an 11.
But you rolled an 11. That
Yeah.
would be the problem there, is that you rolled an 11.
We all seem to
That is what
roll
you know.
11 until you growth us.
Either way, though.
Right.
Well, let us inter this poor soul and send it on to live forever in the dawn and majesty of the morning Lord.
Which poor soul are you referring to?
The dude in the coffin.
The dude in the coffin. the one in the coffin.
All right. Donovich looks crestfallen, and he kind of gestures weakly towards the back, and says, "You would have better command of the rites than I would. Be my guest. There is a graveyard."
Okay. Let's take him on. Take him on out back.
Alright.
Irena actually seems a little bit bothered. She'll kind of pull Ismark aside, and they'll kind of do hushed whispers, and then she doesn't look happy, but it looks like he talks her down from whatever it was that she wasn't happy about.
Can I hear from my hiding place, or are they far away from me?
You can roll perception.
All right.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say you can't really hear. Clearly she's unhappy about something, but she acquiesces.
Probably about how she wanted Donovich to do it or something, but Ismark's like, well, the other one's a cleric too. He can do this.
Yeah.
Alright,
Or
yeah,
maybe,
but I'll-
you know, it's because she's, you know, afraid of becoming like this guy, and we're not even going to try saving him. So, I don't know.
It could be that too, yeah. But either way, we'll walk out with the casket.
All right. There is,
To
in
the
fact...
graveyard.
Sorry?
To the graveyard.
Indeed. There's
As I
a
said.
door in the back. So you
Before we step outside, you guys sure we want to do this without regaining any hit points?
Yep.
We should probably rest.
You sure? Or how did Ismark? Oh yeah, because I know Ismark's sister is.
Well,
obviously-
we would have probably rested at some point because I mean we just get there. I mean it's not like let's just continue on. I mean it's
Yeah, we did just go through combat. I guess we could probably rest for an hour.
it's been a long road,
Yeah, you could do a
Yeah.
short rest.
and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am weary from the road.
Nobody's gonna stop you. You just have the occasional scream will punctuate punctuate your rest.
Ain't nothing.
All right, so go ahead
Right.
and do a short rest. Anything you can do on a short rest? I believe Noah can recover his key. You can all spend hit dice to heal, and that means you do have to roll.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Scotty, I don't think you can recover any spell slots.
No.
Yeah.
But I
think
can meditate and prepare for the funerary procession,
indeed.
or the last rites, or the interment.
Barbarian, I think you get your rages back, don't you?
Not a short rest. Has to be a long
Oh, it
rest.
has to be a long rest. All right.
But I still have one. Oh no, I still have two. I forgot. I'm level 3 now. I have 2 more rages left. I'm totally fine.
All right. And then. Go ahead
Noah, are you
for
sure you
Irena.
got your hit die set up correctly? You really only have a +1?
It might be muted by the way.
Push to Noah.
What's hit dice go off of?
Con.
Yeah, I only have a +1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Alrighty.
I have a 13 con, so whatever that is, +1.
Yep, that's +1. All right, and I'll roll for Irena. She actually rolled pretty well. As few hit points as she has, I'll go ahead and spend both her hit dice.
Yeah, because from what I could tell, she was pretty low.
Yeah. She does not have a
Yeah,
lot
I
of hit
burned
points.
2 out of 3.
Don't feel
all right.
bad.
So, you rest for an hour, and you feel rejuvenated and ready to face whatever. Although you might be wrong about that.
Alright. Yeah, at that point, I'll pick up my end.
Okay.
Assume Noah will pick up his, and we'll go to the back.
All right. You guys open the door. You can head into the graveyard. It is a foggy, cold graveyard. Didn't feel this cold, actually, when you were outside of the church. Maybe it was, the fact that you were rushing, the adrenaline, the combat. You're not quite certain, but there's a chill here that seeps through. And Ia must away. We shall see you next week, Ia. Thank you for joining.
See you next week.
Yep. See you guys later.
Adios.
See you.
Have a good day, work.
Yeah.
All right, so you do find actually there is a plot that is ready to be used. It is not, however, dug up, so you will have to actually
dig it up.
do that work. Yes, and it is getting dark now.
That's great. Alright, where's the shovel?
You can find some shovels nearby. There's enough for all of you, should you wish to all participate.
We'll say Ia participates.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say we should all participate. We want to expedite this.
Except maybe Scotty, so he can perform rites. But yeah.
Indeed.
Yep. Alright, so the rest
Scotty
of it
can
except
still
Scotty.
perform rites after we're done.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, yeah. What do we roll for that? Athletics?
I'm not going to have you roll. It's
Take
just
5 on that. Honestly, I mean, we're just digging a hole.
yeah, you're digging a hole.
You're not rushed. There's no.
And it's a graveyard, so it's...
There's nothing glamorous about it. It's.
Well, the only reason I was thinking of rush is that we'd get it done fast, or to roll is that we might get it done faster.
I mean.
Yes, no, maybe? What do y'all think?
You can roll athletics for that.
I mean.
If we don't want to rush it, it's fine. I just thought, it is getting dark out, so why...
yeah, we should rush at least preparation of the grave.
At least the plot. We don't have to rush through any of the rest of it. By all means, we can take our time with that. But just digging the grave,
Yeah.
Athletics.
Totally.
As the clouds move in the sky, you can see that the moon has risen.
Is it full?
It is near full. Not quite full.
Great. Alright, yeah, I'm going to roll athletics.
Alright.
That is one off from being a crit.
Nice. So Krotos is putting forth most of the effort, Well, most of
Apparently.
the result, rather.
Scotty,
Scotty, were you
Everybody's
digging, or are you
trying
just
their hardest.
overseeing?
I'm overseeing. I mean, you gotta
Okay.
make sure the shit's right. If they're gonna rush, then we gotta make sure the shit's done right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Perhaps Ismark could lend a hand.
Yeah, Ismark will hop into.
All right.
Irena's not really suited for it, but
Yeah.
we'll
At least
go
Ismark
ahead
can help.
and roll for him.
Roll for Ia as well.
Oh yeah. I think I still have the ability to open her, so I'll roll for her.
Ismark digging like a
Nice.
fiend.
Yeah,
Damn.
Ismark. There's for Ia. She crit. Got a 23 on it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
All right. You are managing to finish up. It takes hours. I mean, you're digging a 6-foot grave here. This is not fast work by any means.
Of course not. But perhaps we get it done just a little sooner than it might have.
Just a little bit. As you
Just a little
finish,
bit.
as you finish digging, you're wiping the sweat from your brow, dusting off the dirt, and you're ready to start lowering the casket in. When an eerie green light will suffuse the graveyard, you realize now just how late it is. The moon is high, and the sky is dark. And from this light, a series of ghosts, a procession, will emerge with good, well-timed thunder. There are wavering images of women toting great swords and wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, madly dressed mages with beards and then weird pointed hats. All of these will march forth from the graveyard, and their numbers swell and grow with every passing second.
I make no offensive action towards anything. We are only slightly outnumbered, so being aggressive in a situation like this is what gets you killed.
There are many at this point, easily 50 and growing.
That's great. So
What are you
Let's
guys
just put
doing?
the coffins.
Where are they marching?
Yeah, are they marching towards us?
They
Direction?
now are starting to head into the chapel.
Okay.
Let's just put the coffin in the hole.
Yeah, so Scotty, if you want to finish up right.
Finish the job.
Indeed. You hastily finished digging your hole?
Yep, they finish.
We,
and they lower
we
the
have
coffin
we
in.
have the hole.
It thunks
Alright.
into the soft, wet earth, and you all can proceed to start covering it. And it's going to take another hour or so, but you realize that it has, as you see, because essentially the graveyard is surrounded. It's got on one hand, it has the church. On another side, there's the cliff face, but there's kind of a wrought iron fence on either side. On the sides themselves, and you can see they're actually walking through the chapel. They're actually passing through. They're going up the road, and they seem to be moving on. You can see them passing through the sides of the fence, and they're taking the road that goes off into the forest.
Perhaps at some point we'll ask someone about that. As for now, as soon as Scotty has finished giving rites, we'll go to bury the coffin.
Well, I'm sure we're burying it as he does rights, right?
Right. Yeah, I think we're done.
All right, Scotty, let me get a religion roll from you, please. All right, 18. Can you give me an idea of what you're saying?
As Lathander taught us, there is always a dusk to every dawn, and so we return from ash to ash and dust to dust, so on and so forth. And he shall be live eternal in the morning of the Lord. Amen.
No, man.
Oh man.
All right.
All right. There, you feel a quiet stirring. Only you, Scotty. You feel
Mhm.
a little passage of energy. This is the sort of thing you've probably officiated, or at least been present for, a ceremony such as this before.
Mhm.
In your years on the battlefield, having to
Yeah, I don't know. We've interred several.
better than
In
leaving
the Great
them
War. Yeah.
on the fields, right?
Right. You gotta. Yeah. I mean, I've
Yeah.
said rights over many a mass grave, even.
And you've
So.
felt this stirring before. This is not unusual. It's that nod, that acknowledgement, that presence of protection, of us ensuring that the dead pass on restfully and dutifully. That is not what you feel this time. You feel the presence, the quiet surge of power, and it passes over, almost grasping like fingers through dry sand, grasping nothing and moving on.
Hmm.
Nobody else knows this, though.
All right. Well, I assume we go back to covering the top, and whenever we finish up with that.
All right.
Go
Now
into the
what?
chapel until daylight.
It is pretty deep into the night at this point. Perhaps a long rest would not be too ill-advised. However, watch might need to be kept.
Irena will be sobbing quietly into her brother's shoulder as you finish the ceremony and finish the burial, and then they will head inside while you guys do the actual finishing up.
Okay. All right, that works.
All right.
Yep.
So, that it? You guys gonna do a long rest? You gonna wait out the morning? The
I guess so.
I think that would be our best bet, because I don't know how keen I feel on leaving in what would be the dead of night. Especially with flying ghost creatures about going through the town.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, seems like a bad night for it.
So you're kind of bedding down, spreading out your rolls. Donovich is not offering any sort of. He's heard all of your planning. He's heard all of your discussions about resting and whatnot. He doesn't stop you. He doesn't get in the way. He just kind of quietly mutters and prays and keeps to himself. Occasionally, he might go to one of the other rooms in the church, but he always shuts the door behind him. And comes out a few minutes later, usually with, maybe a goblet of water or something like that. A simple wooden cup. But just basically looking after himself as you look after yourselves. Those screams, though, as you guys kind of rest down, try to get that first hour of rest, you're not resting very well at all. It's making it very difficult, and I will need, I'm going to say, con saving throws to try and actually sleep.
I was kind of thinking maybe we should create like bindings for our ears for those who are not on watch.
Ooh, no, not so good. Does anybody have anything you could do for bindings? Anybody going to try anything?
In case anyone would have trouble sleeping, I have I don't know if rope would work. No, I don't think I have anything for that, sadly. Because, what you would need would be, cloth. Maybe if someone has some spare cloth, we can use my rope to help with that?
I have mortar and paste.
That
tie a
might
spare shirt around your head, probably good.
Yeah, you guys
work.
do have spare clothing. Each of you should have spare clothing. It comes in your dungeoneering packs or, your whatever.
Okay, well, yeah, in that case, then, yeah, we could offer up my rope clothing, perhaps some of the...
Yeah, the problem is that your head is laying on the ground, and the ground is oh so close to the screaming. So...
we'd almost need some kind of padding. Well...
Is
I would
there
offer anything I had
a
to
higher
help.
section?
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Noah can sleep Indian style.
There is not, actually. Yeah, Noah could, that's true. Monk lording it over everybody.
Well, in that case, then all he would really need would be just some kind of simple protection for his ears, and that we are able to offer through,
Scotty, can you roll a con
any
save?
multiple means.
And Gimpy as well? Oh, boy.
So con save?
Con save. We got a great big con save.
Do you want me to roll it for Ia as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Since at this point I still can access hers.
Thank you.
Not a big deal. Did I hit it right? Oh, she got a 4. Alright. You know what? She could probably just talk to Cthulhu all night in her head, though.
All right.
I feel like she's probably heard worse,
So,
to be honest.
Krotos and Scotty, you guys are sleeping like logs.
Yes.
Does it like the dead?
You're sawing wood. Yeah, like the dead. Like the dead. Noah and Gimpy and Ia, however, you guys are finding it very difficult, and you know that if you don't do something, you are not going to get a lot of sleep tonight, and it's going to be difficult tomorrow.
Well,
Are you
I assume
gonna
at
try and
this
power
point...
through it, or what?
I feel like at this point I might still be up, maybe perhaps keeping the first watch or something, so if there's anything I could do to help them, then perhaps a nice knocking on the noggin to get them unconscious might not be. I kid.
So, I want to ask the siblings what they were so upset about earlier.
Irina will kind of turn away, and Ismark will just kind of reassuringly pat her hand. Well, we do not know you. Not that well. Irina was concerned that a stranger to this land would not be able to properly say the rites and inter, but we feel you have done a good job. We feel he is laid to rest. And that is what matters. So we thank you for your help.
So, have you heard any stories about
Thunder rumbles overhead. You hear the pitter patter of rain starting to hit the thatch roof, drip through, leaking in little spats on the ground.
You heard stories about what the priest's son has become, what we might be able to do for him, if anything? I know you've had personal interest into looking into such things.
Irena will actually look directly up at you and look you square in the eyes at that. And you can
down
see
at me.
Well, she's sitting. You guys are probably both sitting, so.
All right, eye level.
Yeah, more or less. So her blue eyes will just hold fast on yours, and she will say, "Nobody should have to go through that. Nobody should have to be like that. I am fine with whatever must be done. It is not. I would not want to be like that. And I would hope that somebody would acknowledge that, would not let me be like that."
I don't suppose you would be willing to say that to the priest. I think he might take it a little bit better from you as opposed to me.
Krotos, are you stapling papers?
I might be solving a Rubik's Cube.
This is how he's
really good at that.
This is how the barbarian spends his long rest.
Sorry, I'll
He's
stop.
got
I didn't
he's
realize
got a
it. I
puzzle
didn't.
cube.
I didn't realize it was that loud. I apologize.
No, it carries.
I've
It's
gotten
alright.
really good at it, though. I've been able to solve one in
He's
like under
like,
2 minutes.
I'm so close. I'm so close. And he turns it one way, looks at it, realizes he's just made it 10 times worse, and he can't remember how to get it back the way he is, and he goes into a rage.
I didn't realize it was that loud. I apologize.
It's alright.
My bad.
Irena kind of cocks her head as if, what you'd suggested made kind of sense that she hadn't really thought of, and so she will stand up and go over and find the priest, who is not attempting to sleep at all, from what you can tell. He may be singing to himself, but he's not allowing himself to bed down at all. And she will go over and talk to him. You hear bits of the conversation. She seems a bit hesitant telling somebody, especially someone she hasn't seen in so long. But
That we should kill his son? Yeah, I would imagine.
well, no, about her personal, about her condition,
Okay.
About her own condition.
about her
Gotcha.
own. She is not a spawn. She is
Right.
not turned, that you can tell. But
Yeah,
She doesn't. She also doesn't want to be turned.
right.
That's
correct.
the main point.
So you see him kind of hang his head, and will then probably, cave and collapse, and sob on her shoulder, and as he's crying, he's just nodding, as if he's acknowledging what she has said.
Okay.
So she will then come back and nod and quietly say, he understands. He will permit us to do anything that needs to be done.
All right.
I'll be easily awoken if I'm still not keeping watch. And
Should I go
That's
check
what
out
we're
the
on.
situation? I mean, if
perhaps
it's
a little, perhaps a quick roguelike peek to where it's at might not be a bad idea. Just
Well,
to see if
seeing
it's
how
on some
Noah
kind
couldn't
of-
sleep because of the wretched screams, he's ready to take care of anything we need to do.
all right. The two of us can go down and check it out while we let the sleepers sleep, and Ia can stand guard.
Okay.
Alrighty. Noah and I'll go down and check it out.
All right. So one of the doors, if you recall, there were doors in the hallway that led up to the chapel itself, where you guys are resting. And one of the doors to the right, now to the left from where you guys are walking, of the doors, the entryway, he can be opened up. Donovich he'll lead you to the door, and he'll kind of push the door open for you and let you step inside. He's not stepping in himself. You can see that this is another room which is just in pieces. There's holes in the ceiling now. The rain is actually almost pouring in places, creating puddles that kind of drift, and the water flows into pools on the corners and the edges of the walls. In one corner, set into the floor, there is a heavy wooden trap door, and you can see it is held shut with a chain and a padlock. And you can hear the screams now very clearly coming from this.
I'll ask the priest, is he secured?
He is secure down there.
But if we open the trap door, can he get out?
He is not hampered. He is not restrained.
Alright.
Alright. Then I guess we better go wake Sleeping Beauties over there.
Which Sleeping Beauties?
Krotos and Scotty.
Oh,
Okay.
Noah will stay here.
Okay. All right, I'll wake those two.
All right. Donovich will say, as you kind of gathering everybody together, I am sorry. I long ago lost the key. Maybe I lost it, maybe I threw it. I do not know where it is now.
the key to the trapdoor, or
Yes.
The chains, yes.
The key to his heart.
Perhaps we try to break a bit of the trapdoor first. I mean, if clear shot by some insanely lucky chance, maybe we can end this without having to go down there.
yeah. Another thing, if that doesn't work, perhaps you could lockpick the chain. Since there's a key to it, then there's also a lock, and
Sure.
well, you're not bad at those.
Sure.
But yeah, I think if we can, not opening the door fully would be a better idea. I agree with that.
It is just a simple, like, kind of lift up trapdoor.
Okay.
It's hinged.
Is it
on
made of steel?
wood?
Wood?
Wood.
Okay.
So if we
Thick wood.
break out a
thick
piece
wood.
where he can't get through, then, you know.
Well, I feel like at that point, since it's a trap door, he could just move to one of the, four corners of a typical room and be out of shot range. We might have to go down.
And
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
a big trapdoor either. You wouldn't be able to be very effective.
I think we'll
Okey-doke.
need. I think we'll need to go down, ultimately, which is
All right.
unfortunate, but also unavoidable.
Well, let's just do it then.
I would wait for you to unlock it, and I'm going first.
All right.
Oh,
Oh wow, yeah, you pop that lock.
you open.
Pop it.
He's popping and locking.
Pop and login, yep. Alright.
All right, so who's going in first?
That would be the job of good old Krotos after he throws his shield up.
And I want to just, keep an open beeline if I see him. I want to take a shot. So I'll, of course, let Krotos go in, though.
All right, Krotos, you go to open the trapdoor. It's not.
It's
opening.
heavy?
It's not opening.
Oh, it's not opening.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks
can
like
I perform...
time may have swollen it shut.
So I'm gonna try two things. First of all, I'm just gonna try playing an athletics check, see if I can just pull it open, perhaps with a crowbar that Gimpy could borrow me.
All right,
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right.
As thunder rolls overhead.
Ouch.
If you're using a
no,
crowbar.
wrong. That's Ias. That's E. I did not swap to mine. I apologize.
say.
All right, here we go. There, that's how it's supposed to go.
Jeez. Okay, yeah.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, you wrench it open.
All right. Giving the crowbar back to Gimpy and pulling my shield back out, I proceed to follow down.
You're like, nope. You got this.
We'll make sure to cast as much light down in there as possible.
Yeah.
No surprise attacks.
If anyone perhaps has a spell that conjures up a little ball of light by any particular means possible.
Well, I mean, I could just. Hold on, because do I still have my racial ability of bringing forth light from my eyes? I mean, as pretty standard. I don't know if they got rid of that in 5 or not.
Not necessarily from your eyes. I think you do have. There's something.
That's where I choose for it to come from, or my hand, either way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
But,
it's flavor at that point.
Yeah.
Let me take a look. I know there is a.
But
I'm pretty sure that you do have a daylight ability, like a daylight ratio.
I mean, I don't know how they changed it 5. So
I'm seeing if I can find it.
Find it.
Where's custom race? Where's creating a race?
It is in the elemental evil. I'll look for it real quick.
Oh, is it? Asimar? No, I thought it was in the DMG.
Oh no, wait, no, we didn't. Yeah, sorry, we didn't find it there.
I thought it was in the DMG.
It might be.
BMG.
Yeah, 286.
And for 5E.
Here we go. You know the light cantrip. Oh, once you reach 5th level, you can cast the daylight spell.
Okay.
Not yet. Now you have
Really?
you have reached 3rd level, so you can cast lesser restoration once.
Oh, okay.
Once per long
that's not
rest.
bad.
That's new. They
So we don't have a.
Those-
All right.
So you don't have
that was
daylight.
pretty standard for. That was pretty standard, like as far as like when you.
Yeah.
How old are you?
So
So-
you can do a light cantrip out of your eyes. It just won't be daylight.
Do I have a light? Did I take
Do
a
you
light
have-
cantrip?
Because if so, then I'd like a
you
little
should
ball
ha-
of light.
if you haven't
following me
taken
around.
it, you should have it.
I
mean, technically,
Oh,
it
I
can
did.
work off
No, I
anything.
did. I did.
Okay. Perhaps if we get one of those in the room so I can see any shadows.
Oh well, what is your? Do you have a shield? You don't have a shield, do you?
I do have. I have a shield.
I cast light upon your shield.
I thank you, and now illuminate my shield throughout the room to attempt to find the. I'm gonna call it a creature for now until we see it.
The entity.
All
The
right.
entity. There we go. I like that one.
All right.
So you've got 20 foot and another dimly lit 20 foot. So
All right. So
Should be more
Krotos can
than
see
enough.
this because he is actually there. The rest of you, though, you can't quite see what's going on just yet. So, Krotos, you can see this here. This is the undercroft of the church proper. Let me see here. It's got basically rough-hewn walls that have been carved from the damp clay and the earth. There are rotting wooden pillars that are holding up the wooden ceiling, though just barely. And you can
That's
even
great.
see candlelight from the chapel above kind of slipping through. And that lets you see this figure, this gaunt shape over in the corner,
Sorry,
huddled.
Prematurely fired.
I was trying to click the gear to set it up.
Oh, good. All right. So I see him. I see him huddled in the corner.
Yep.
All right. Casting my light back on the pillars. Just how weak are they? Like if I were to accidentally hit one with my warhammer, bearing my might.
Roll a nature check.
All right, I will do that. With my 0 to.
You have no clue.
Yep. All right.
Anything
that's
could
great.
happen.
Anything. I
And
could
it
create
probably
an
will.
explosion. I would create an explosion. Got it. That will be my first assumption, and therefore will do everything in my power to not hit one. All right. I guess I would. So has he noticed that this is? I mean, because I assume it wasn't quiet ripping the door open and.
Well, he's since
Bursting
gone
to-
quiet.
All right, he's probably noticed this. That's a good thing to fix him. All right, I will step down the ladder a little, or the stairs.
Let me add.
All right, I was just asking what it was.
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. I believe the rest of you should be able to at least see something now, am I right? Oh, hang on.
There you go.
You guys can see now?
Duh.
Okay. Alright, so, sorry, say that one more time, Krotos?
I was asking if what I was stepping down was stairs or a ladder.
It is stairs. But very fragile wooden stairs. They're holding your weight just fine, though.
They're
I didn't
holding
see my
like,
character.
They're holding my like 300 pounds pretty easily. Got it. Krotos' muscle can in fact not go through these floors or these stairs. All right, I'll. I guess I'd keep moving forward, hoping that someone would follow along behind me.
All right.
Yeah. If Noah doesn't, I'll stealthily sneak down.
All right. No one's
I just-
actually. Give me a marching order. What are you guys doing?
Well, I just see myself.
Oh, you don't see anything else?
No, I just see my Noah standing here by himself in the dark.
Marching under Krotos.
You
But
might
I
want
would
to-
follow Krotos.
Let me move you. Do you see anything else? I might have to refresh.
I see it.
I see him there.
All
Yeah,
right.
let me refresh.
Scotty, what about you?
Behind Gimpy, perhaps? We'll do Krotos, Noah, Gimpy, Scotty, Io.
Sure. You all disappeared.
We all went down.
Ooh. Ooh.
There's a flying Scotty.
The flying nun.
The flying nun. Alright.
Ia is actually going to stay at the top
Okay,
and
that's also
and
good. Then
try
she can keep
to
watch.
keep watch.
That works for me.
Okay.
All right. The figure in the corner has not moved beyond his quavering. Just a small, pitiful thing.
Alright.
So
I'm still in black.
I'll make sure to point it out to everybody. Like shine my light over to it so everybody sees it. I mean, I know at this point it knows we're there, so I'm not too worried about. Oh, it's gonna aggro if I don't. So I don't care.
I'll say we're here to bring you peace.
Oh.
he does not seem to respond to any words at this time. He's just continues.
How high? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. He just continues to huddle.
All right. How high is the wall of the stairs?
Depends on how much he was smoking that day.
Well, I believe this. What did I say? It's a 15-foot.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, if right here, if anyone could even see past the wall here.
Is it a rail or?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
the rail.
It's a rail. Yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say it's only
Like 3 feet or.
Wait, what? Say. No.
So,
it's 15 feet.
right
The
now,
15
right now.
Sorry, the chamber is 15 feet tall. So, from top of the stairs to the bottom is 15 feet. So.
I still see black.
That's strange.
Let me just re-add your token. That's weird. Did you even see yourself?
Yeah, I saw myself. That's it.
Do you see yourself in black?
I see myself, and then everything around me is black. Nothing. No other characters or anything.
It might be that he's currently blocked from vision.
No, actually, when I select him and do a view as, I see just fine.
Oh, that's really weird.
And you guys see the room.
Let me close out
right?
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the room.
That's really weird. All right, we may just have to deal with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, maybe he can use your Twitch stream to see.
Yeah, it'll have a delay, but he could do that. That's fine.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if it doesn't work, I'll bring you up.
Okay. All right. So you guys are standing there trying to talk at him. He's non-responsive.
I'm gonna go ahead and sneak down and take a pot shot then.
Well,
see what happens.
before that, I wanna keep going. So at the bottom of the stairs, the railing is only about 3 feet tall.
At the bottom of the stairs, there's no railing. Like where you're standing there's no railing.
Oh no! Right here. Like by where Gimpy is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
so it wouldn't be tall enough to say block off and make a one-person track that they'd have to go through me. They could still feasibly hit someone else behind the railing.
Theoretically. Depending on
Okay.
their jumping
All right.
ability, but yeah.
Well, in that case, then what I had in mind doesn't matter.
All right.
All right.
So what's going on?
Yeah, I guess. So we determined marching order was Krotos, Noah, Gimpy, Scotty. That's what we agreed on.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. In that case, I'll move down to let Noah out. I'll move like here, keeping my attention obviously to the creature in the corner, and wait for everybody else to get in position so that perhaps Gimpy could take like a little pot shot real quick.
Don't even know if this is necessary, but just so it's out there.
It's a nice stealth roll.
Is that the right
good
spot?
to roll.
Yep, that'd be good.
All right. I guess
Scotty,
let's
you staying up there?
see
or
what
you,
happens.
Are you coming down?
I will come down.
All right. Yep, I'll go ahead and let like knowing what Gimpy has in mind, I'll stay back so that he has a better clear shot of the creature first before
I
moving
can
in.
fire around that column, so yeah, should be a nice clear shot.
Yep, don't want to startle him first, so nice shot.
All right. Let me see if he knows you were there. All right. Gimpy takes a shot. Heard around the world. Now I need everybody to roll initiative because that's going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And he will whip around and go, I can smell your blood, and start to charge. So let's get into it.
That works.
All right, well, that's 11.
It's 11. 11.
Not bad.
I still don't know where my initiative is, so will you roll me initiative?
All right.
Nice initiative now.
For not being able to see anything, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my
Plus 1, you
god.
said?
Ah,
Yes.
guess that's appropriate since I already went.
And of course, I
So
still have to
basically,
clear it out.
everybody but Noah has good initiative. That's
I have 5.
yeah. Oh, I meant everybody except Noah has bad initiative. Sorry, that's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
meant. 7, 6, 5, 21. That's funny.
All right. And I'll roll for him.
Guessing I need to reroll stealth.
Yeah, on your turn. All right, so you did...
Oh, I don't do it after I take the shot?
Because it's a free action you
No.
can do after.
No.
Yeah,
you
it's
got
a
it.
free action from me.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, it is?
So
I thought it turned free at 3. Sorry, my bad. I
Nope.
forgot.
Nope. It's a bonus action to hide. And that's that you have to do on
that's
your turn.
fine.
You only get the surprise attack, and that's it.
I forgot. Yep.
Can I hit him from here with throwing a dart?
What is the range listed on dart?
Let me look it up real quick.
Let's see.
20/60.
All right, so from where you're at, you would be rolling with disadvantage. You could hit him, but you'd be at disadvantage to make the attempt.
It'd be hard to do so.
Yeah, I think I'll still try it.
Okay. Go ahead
Want
and
to throw
roll.
me a dart?
That is unfortunately going to miss. It'll go whizzing by over his head, clattering against the wall.
Alright. Is dart considered a monk weapon?
It is not. I'm pretty sure it's not. Hang on. I'm pretty sure ranged weapons are not considered monk weapons.
Yeah. I think because
Okay.
of the range aspect.
Yeah. All right.
Wrong button. Now I'm done then.
All right. It's his turn. He is actually going to first, as he is running towards you, which he is doing, you can actually see Gimpy, the blow that you dealt him is actually, you can see it closing up. He's pulled out.
Spectacular.
Yeah, he's pulled out the bow, and you can see the wound just underneath his clothing.
You don't suppose the wooden arrow shaft did anything extra that I can see, did it?
It does not appear to be doing so, no.
Okay.
I'm just glad we have a cleric with us who happens to have Sacred Flame.
Or turn undead. I don't know how tough a vampire spawn would be, but...
Alright. So, let's see. 1, 2...
Of course, I guess he would just re-attack as soon as we attacked him, but...
It'd give us time to recuperate, though.
Yeah, if we were in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Don't appear to be able to move him. That's very strange.
I got him pretty close to me.
Well, I couldn't use arrow keys.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Having all sorts of troubles tonight. However, that's going to be it. That's as much as... Actually, you know what? I take that back. He's going to go... here. So he's going to kind of run along the wall. He's staring at you with wild, bloodshot eyes. You can see his gaunt frame. The skin barely pulled taut over his bones. And he's rushing in your direction along the wall. So that's going to be his turn.
Alright.
Gimpy.
Alright. Do I have a clear shot at him, or is he hiding behind that thing there?
You can get a clear shot.
Okay.
So you use one to hide. You can hide behind
I guess
the
I'm gonna
column
start. Yeah, I'm gonna start with that, and then hopefully that'll give me my advantage, and I will attack. Same way again.
Alright. Bam.
26.
That is nice. That's a natural 19. Alright, that will actually go into one eye.
Ow.
And he'll just... and again, just yank it out. But the eye is still there. It didn't... It almost didn't seem to have as very much effect at all.
Well, it's 12 damage, so...
Well, it doesn't... It feels like you should have done more damage than it actually did.
Yeah, I imagine. Did I see holy water fonts up above?
You can roll an intelligence check to see if you can recall seeing something like that up there.
I am holy water.
The ho-ho.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of cleric doesn't carry holy water?
Exactly!
Come on now. What kind of cleric do you expect?
He'll just have to refill it when we get upstairs.
I'm gonna scamper over by you and say, mind if I take a dip in some holy water there?
I mean, I don't have enough for you to swim in, but here's a flask of holy water.
I'm holding a bolt. Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus use object action to dip some crossbow bolts in holy water.
Alright. Okay, you're not stealthed anymore. But...
yes, but I don't think I have enough actions to...
No. But you can coat your weapons, as it were.
Right.
Alright. Krotos.
You know me. I'm gonna just run up to him real quick. Just like that. I'm gonna smack a guy in the face.
Alright.
After a rage. Because I'm gonna rage first.
Rage. Oops. Wrong person. Thank you for putting the rage marker on.
Of course. That's my job. I just closed out of my sheet to do an attack. Good job, me. What bam!
Nice.
That is most definitely a hit. boom! You bring your hammer across.
Up to face.
You get him in the chin. You basically, and his head
Works
whips
for-
back.
Works for me.
But it whips right back. Again, you get this impression that you haven't done nearly the amount of damage you would have liked to have done, or should have done.
You know, as long as I have his attention, I'm okay with that.
So, are we getting the impression that he's just not taking the damage, or that he's regenerating it?
He's taking the damage. The regeneration is happening, but let me get religion checks from you guys.
Okay.
Okay. I have a +0 in that.
I have -2.
You have a minus.
Oh my god, I critted!
So Gimpy knows all. Got it.
Apparently for no
Gimpy
logical
knows.
reason whatsoever.
Some of the more powerful forms of undead are quite resistant to normal weapons.
So, would
Perhaps
a
it's
silver
silver.
weapon perhaps work?
You want the natural 20? I'll give that to you. You don't think for this? No.
Damn.
It needs
No,
to be
it's
like
not
a
a werewolf.
magical weapon.
It's not a werewolf.
It needs to be a weapon infused with some
How
kind of
long was he down here? Like a week?
A year.
a year.
A year without eating? Wouldn't he be weak?
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
This is
One
this
would
to
think
be
so.
to be honest.
You'd
This
be
is
wrong.
this is probably him at his weakest. Let's be fair here.
You would think so.
True.
You would
True. I
be
just bring it up.
wrong.
With the crit, do I know whether or not that holy water was gonna do any good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, holy water's going to
Oh,
be very
yeah.
effective against this guy.
Good. Alright.
As will probably radiant damage.
I'll mention that to everybody.
Holy
Might want
water
to
the way
coat
to
your
go.
weapons in holy water, yeah.
If only I had some.
If you got the time.
All right. Krotos, since
Actually-
you have now entered his space, he will actually resume his readied action, and he is going to grab you.
Grapple
Grapple.
or
Yes, he is
Okay.
going to grapple.
strength save or athletics.
Your choice, athletics or acrobatics. I'm gonna have to roll for the actual attempt.
I'm gonna probably pop an inspiration since I don't know the results.
You know what?
yet.
Okay. Pop it and lock it. All
That's
right.
a 23.
All right, you break the grapple, which he is not happy about, so he will, instead with his other hand, then rake across and try to gouge your eyes out.
That's fair
Gouge
enough.
them eyeballs.
I'm used to that kind of behavior.
That is a hit.
Of course. Yeah. Like, oh, of course he hits me exactly. Of course.
All right, so that 8 slashing damage. However, you are raging.
Yep. So that is only 4 damage.
Yep. All right, Scotty. Or did you have something else,
yes.
Krotos? Are you good?
No. I'm gonna sit here and chill.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we bring out the old sacred flame.
Sacred flame.
Yeah.
The most sacred of flames.
The most sacred of flames. All right, so a Dex saving throw then on his part.
I
Which,
feel like he might have
unfortunately-
that in spare.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good roll there.
Yep.
So unfortunately, he will. You snap your fingers, and the white burst of flame will rocket out towards him, and he'll just kind of dodge it as it lights up the wall behind him. And he'll kind of shy away as it kind of burns there for a moment. Anything else, sir?
I don't suppose the glowing shield is giving him any sort of penalty or anything to attack Krotos, is it?
That's gonna be it.
it doesn't seem to be affecting him.
Okay.
Like, if it was daylight, it probably would, but since it's only
Sure.
light...
Yeah, it was only that he's been trapped down here for so insanely long that I thought maybe there's a chance
that's
that he's
actually
got some sort of
really good
disadvantage.
Point. That's actually a really
yeah.
good point. I'm gonna allow that he's gonna be on disadvantage for a lot of stuff here.
Cool.
All right.
We'll roll with it as case by case basis. If you're getting that light shone directly on him, that's fair enough.
Well, he is in my face, so it probably is.
Yeah,
And even
it wouldn't have hurt that last one because it was dual 19s anyway.
exactly.
But yeah, might as well see if we can milk it for what it's worth.
Yep. Anything else, Scott?
At least for a few rounds.
No, it's gonna be. I think.
All right, top of the round. Back to Noah.
Can you move me next to, not Kurtos, but next to the creature?
Did you want to do anything like coating weapons with the holy water before you go?
Oh, I mean, I guess like. Well, I mean, you're right here next to me, so I guess I could probably coat Gimpy's weapons in holy water.
Well, I'm covered, so it's just Noah before he heads in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I could.
I would allow each of you to spend your bonus actions to cooperatively do such a thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that with my sword then.
Normally, that would take an action on one of your parts. Uh-oh. We may be having server issues, FYI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Your connection to the server has been interrupted.
Yeah, and we're actually coming to a point where we need to finish as well pretty quick. So, Noah, go ahead and do your turn. What's up?
Yeah, I was gonna move right next to the creature, not Kurtos. Yeah, right there. And hit him with my short sword.
All right, roll it. Unless it's not going to roll, because we're having connection issues.
It rolled.
Okay, tell me what it is.
An 8 and 22.
An 8 and a 22.
So.
Whoa! I just lost everybody.
Crazy.
I probably missed with an 8.
Yep, unfortunately that will be a miss.
And I use my bonus action with
you use your
whatchamacallit.
Yeah, you use your bonus action. Your weapon's still coated though, so at least there's that. Do me a favor, you guys who have your weapons coated, put a yellow dot marker on your characters. That way, when we pick up in a week, you'll still have that marked.
Yeah.
So that would be Noah and Scotty. If you wanted to do that, that's fine.
Yep.
And I'll do it for Noah. All right. Noah's not stealth.
No.
He was when he came down.
Oh, Noah's stealth? Oh, okay.
He did when he came down, yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What was your
8 and 22.
Oh, for your stealth?
Oh no, his stealth was actually really good.
Let me look. I'm looking up.
18 and 16.
Yeah.
I thought you said I was stealth, so.
He didn't actually know you were there. You had advantage. So that hits.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So you can go ahead and roll damage, actually.
With your holy weapon.
I lost it.
What do you mean lost it?
Just re-roll and click again.
Yeah, since the connection returned, it probably messed up somewhere.
Yeah. So just roll the attack again. We know you hit. You can roll damage again.
There we go. Oh, you even hit that time too.
What a waste.
Waste.
Alright.
5
Not
damage.
Woohoo! Not min damaged.
Not minimum.
Not min
Yay!
damage. Yeah.
And
Is there any?
he will not. You can tell. As he cries
Yeah,
out.
he actually doesn't like that attack. Got it.
He does not like that attack. He is. You can tell he's taking the damage properly.
Good.
I wonder if that'll
it's
at
not
least
conferring
I wonder
any
if that
additional damage. It's too little for that, but it is at least temporarily allowing this.
Would it be able to maybe make maybe not full damage, but maybe because there's some holy water in him, he'll take a little more than no damage from my hits?
Nope.
Nah. Well, I don't really have the time to coat my weapon in holy water here, so
Yeah.
unfortunate.
All right. So sensing. Is that your turn then?
Yeah, that's all I had.
All right, I'm going to do his turn, and then we're going to have to call it a night. Sensing a slightly easier to hit target here in Noah, as opposed to the raging barbarian here, he's going to instead try to grapple you. So I need you to roll. Actually, you know what? You know what? Hang on. We did the last one wrong. You can't escape except on your turn. What he's going to do is make the grapple attempt. So I will go ahead and roll it. It's going to be at a +6. That's pretty high. Is grappling contested at the time?
I do believe so, yes.
A strength athletics check contested by the target's athletics or dexterity check. Alright, so you pick then if you want to do athletics or dexterity. Or, I'm sorry, athletics or acrobatics, I'm sorry. He's got you. So you are grappled by him. Let's go ahead and...
Sounds regional.
We'll use that. So you are grappled, and for his second attack, his fangs will be bared, and he will bear down and try to suck your blood.
That'll be fun.
It's a 16. That is an exact hit.
Yeah, hit me with all of those too. Exactly 19. Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is that is going to be 5 piercing damage, and let's see. So it becomes necrotic damage. And
so he's healed for 5.
Your hit point maximum is temporarily reduced by 5.
So it's not even that he took 5. It's not even that he took 5 damage. It's that his
exactly.
hit point went from.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he had already taken 5 damage, he actually wouldn't take any damage. He would just lose 5 max hit points.
Exactly.
That's neat. I actually kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just
Sure.
for now, just the simplest thing, because we don't want to necessarily mess with hit point totals. Just take it off your amount.
There's a temporary hit point box.
Oh, well, that's for adding health.
Can you do -5?
No, you can't minus.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, but you probably could. Yeah, the temper hit point.
When you finish a long rest, you'll get this back anyway.
And it goes away after any rest. So yeah.
A long rest. It has to be a long rest.
Oh no, I meant like for temporary hit point shields, they go away after a short rest even. So that would work.
Yeah, I always had it 0. I never messed with it.
All right, so he still has you grappled, and he is still sucking. So he is drinking deep of the Noah, and with that, we are going to call it a night. Because
that
it is
sounds
that
fair.
time.
Yes, it is. Sorry for the sounds of the cube. I did not realize it was as loud as it was.
It's all right.
If my max... If my temporary hit points is below what I have, does it go down at all?
Wait, what?
You said I didn't take damage, but I took
Your
my max
hit
hit
point. Yeah, it was lowered temporarily. Yeah.
So if it's at my max hit points right now is 16, but I got 17 hit points.
That's a really
Does it have to match, or?
No, I think it has to match. Yeah, you got to take the 5. You got to take the. So yeah, it has to come off both.
Yeah. Well. Oh. So like if let's say like right now, if you took 5 max hit away
So
from me,
basically
I'm
I'm
20 out of 34.
Basically, I'm full health, but
Oh.
You bring it off. So okay, what were you at? What were you at before you got hit?
I was at 17.
17 out of what?
21.
All right, you are now at 12 out of 16.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we still take okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because if you were
That's
full health, you'd be losing 5 as well.
Yeah.
So I do need you make a note somewhere. Well, actually, here I've got a GM notes. Max 16 should be 21 permanently.
Well, I put it in my temporary hit point box, and it made me.
Okay.
Temporary hit points is 16.
Okay. All right. With that, we'll call it a night. We're gonna do a giveaway. That giveaway is gonna be based on. Well, we got to wrap things up. We got to call it a night. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up the waffle command. Everybody, that's right, waffle command. You heard me. And this giveaway, we're gonna give away a game. What are we gonna give away? How about? Yeah. How about that?
RimWorld. No.
Oh no. But it is gonna be something that I actually would enjoy a lot more, and that is Shadowrun Returns.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
That's a great game and very similar to D&D in a lot of ways.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So we're gonna do that. Feel free to join the waffle while we're picking a target. And then yes, I got your notes, Gimpy. In the meantime, thank you to MrBoombati. Mr. Boombati, please, real quick, go ahead and have a couple minutes, talk about yourself, talk about your stream, sir.
I'm a dude. I do stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, that's about it.
That's a good way to explain it.
You do a lot of
You
RP.
can find me at twitch.tv/Trevelyan.
He does a lot of RP, actually. You used to play a lot of Arc?
Kind of taking a break. Kind of going back to the normal. Going back to the old schedule.
Okay.
Really looking forward to. Actually, I found out tomorrow opens the Dreadnought beta.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Dreadnought, yeah, it's buy into the beta time for Dreadnought. I'm not gonna lie, I did it.
Is that the one with the?
I mean, it's the 5-on-5 capital ship combat game.
Right.
Same people that make Grey Goo. And they went on sale. I got my email today about it, saying, "Hey, beta time tomorrow." What was it? Let me find it. Also, for all of you who are not aware of, ad-free subs on Twitch is now a thing. So if you're subbing someone, no ads.
They brought it back then? That's good.
Yep.
They had it for a while. I just decided to give it no reason.
I think it was an accident.
Oh! Well, good job.
They never officially had it. Yeah.
They never officially had it. Well, a lot of people were grandfathered and didn't want to. But shoot, what was it? So the Founders Packs were on sale for Dreadnought, and there's like the Hunters Pack, which gets you in. You get like one ship, and there's the other one. Let me see how much they are right now. They weren't very much. $9.99 or $40. So $10 or $40 to get in. And then you get some elite status when the game comes on and different things. And but that comes out. There's actually some pretty sweet games coming out. If you're a fan of 4X strategy games, there's a game called Stellaris.
Stellaris, yeah.
Stellaris, which is made by a fantastic Paradox Studios, which is really good at all their things. But you got that coming out. No Man's Sky, of course. But I've been and there's also the new beta for Elite for the next big patch. So there's lots of stuff going on.
It's
a lot of stuff coming up really soon.
It's gonna be a good few months. But yeah, no. And then of course Dark Souls. Oh man, Dark Souls.
How far have you got?
I have gone through the starting boss, first boss, the tree, the sage, the spoiler alert, the Legion, down into the crypt, and then I'm stuck on for my first playthrough. I got stuck on the big cathedral area. That's where I got stuck on my first playthrough.
That was, you know what, that was a pain. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
on my first playthrough, yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, and then of course I made the mistake of using the Wandering Demon Soul, so I didn't get my Havel Ring for a night.
Oh,
so
man!
All right, guys,
I went ahead and restarted.
I'm gonna have to bring you guys to a close because I gotta wrap this shit up. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, you know.
Oops.
But
Yep,
speaking of Dark Souls, our host, our target, is going to be somebody who's playing Dark Souls right now, and that is OG Aristotle. He's playing the original Dark Souls.
Ooh, fun.
Oh.
So, and let's real quick. So if you would please head over to OG Aristotle.
I rolled it.
Let me give you.
Don't be an asshole, game.
There we
We'll
go.
do a quick raid. I want to get it done quickly
Listen,
because I got it long
Cosmo,
enough.
When you're
Get done for the night, so I
video
can go to bed. Let's do the giveaway real quick. Oh, NavyDad, what are you doing with your stream while I'm doing this giveaway?
As a game server.
Well, right now I just started Monday. I've been Monday and Tuesday as I stream in the morning right now. Just random games I have on my Steam list. I played Factorio Monday and Tuesday.
Most excellent. And Zero Hex, congratulations,
plus
sir.
5. We need.
You're a winner.
I don't know how many more.
Of Shadowrun Returns. It's actually a really good game. I'm not much into strategy games, and I love it. Partially because I love Shadowrun. As a setting, it's one of my favorite settings of all time. So
technically, this is
that's the plan. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna head over to OG Aristotle. We'll do a quick raid. Zero Hex, I will probably need to get some information from you. Oh no, I can send you a link. Never mind. And we will see you Sunday night. We'll be back with D&D. Is 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Is Heroes of New Thunder Tree. Spoiler alert. Probably the last episode of the season.
More damage than
Yeah. They're doing the big bad Death Knight fight.
Dun dun.
And yeah, they're going up against the full-fledged Death Knight with legendary actions and other minions they're fighting simultaneously. They're probably going to die.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to help the Death Knight kill them.
Yeah. Definitely open for donations to help and hurt the party.
chaotic.
It is the final night. Probably because that's the last fight, and then we're going to take a break. We're going to figure out what we're doing with D&D after that on Sunday nights. In the meantime, that is the plan. And of course, next week we'll be back 8:30 p.m. Central Time for Curse of Strahd. All right, let's do this. Go over to OG Aristotle. Show him some love. Show him some WeBadAtGames.
4 hits with this sword.
But it reads.
Good night, everybody. Take care. Be good to each other. Don't be a dick.
What we get. Zweihander just gets a lot because of the sword.
Alright, have a good one. Have a good trip. Be safe.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, we can. We just not going.
Have a good one, guys.
Yep, you too.